Good morning, dear. Have you slept well? Cats standing guard? Against whom? Will they stop the northern barbarians by their sheer fluffiness? It is always wise to be careful. Speaking of which, your sister sent a message again. She wants to meet you at the marketplace as usual. Do not make her wait this time. She's risking a lot by doing this. This can't go on. You must find a way to get her back. Whatever you do, be careful.
Do you need me?
Domina?
Is everything well, dear?
Have a good night.
Did that messenger just leave his cup balanced precariously on the railing? How inconsiderate of him.
That boy who always asks for you hasn't been around in a few days.
He became too aggressive when I turned him down.
What happened?
Deianira had a stern talk with him, and it seems he got the message.
That woman is worth holding.
Gardening is the pinnacle of civilization, isn't it? Plucking up the weeds and trimming hedges, it's a constant struggle to keep nature in check, really.
Good morning, Domina. I've been waiting for you. You jest, I'm sure. If anything, I've grown a bigger belly. The wine doesn't help. I can't think of a reason why he would not be doing well. I've heard Nasamones is a land of forbidden pleasures. Alas, it's too far away. But speaking of our friends in high places, it might be worth going to the Senate this afternoon. Tullius Cicero is holding court there today. You might learn something. It is generating quite a bit of income, even though our recipes are old. The grapeseed we have imported from Gallia produces tasteful drink. There's always room for improvement, though. I've heard Skywalla is taking good care of her. This unspoken and unofficial truce between our families is unnerving, but I prefer it to all-out feud. That you do, and I can buy some groceries while we're at it.
Are we out of wheat? Let's send a boy tomorrow morning to make sure we get enough.
Have a good night.
These damned crows and their indiscriminate defecation.
Feel under the weather? I will attend to your health.
I'm looking to commission a painting for my bedroom wall.
Of course. I'd be delighted to discuss the details. What do you have in mind?
Something that might stimulate the love life. Something to excite the wife.
Ah, indeed. I'm sure we can...
I didn't expect you to come around again anytime soon. I'm afraid I have no more ancient artifacts lying around, if that was your hope.
Salve.
Salve, Legate. It is so good to see you after all this time. Oh, thank you. It was not an easy election campaign, but now my family has 2 men in the Senate. What brings you to the market today? Surely you have Serwi for that purpose. It is good that you're here, though. It seems poor Louiana is harassed by some less virtuous individuals when visiting the market. She is talking to people she should not talk to. You never know where this kind of thing will lead. There are scoundrels and thugs all across the city.
Senator, someone just took your coin purse. He's running there. Look.
What? I didn't feel... You're right. It's gone.
I see him. We'll get the bastard.
Wait! No one has even been near me. Except...
Does stupidity run in your family, or are you exceptional this way?
Thieving bitch. Louiana, stay here!
Who was that woman? Thank Juno she was here. Both Lorco and Skyavola are very busy these days. I don't exactly know what's going on. I think he always did, but never cared much. Something must have changed. I don't know. Disappeared a while ago. It makes me nervous. Skyavola might be the elder brother, but Lorco always creeps me out. He is smarter than he looks. Certainly smarter than my husband. I've seen a lot of merchants and galley captains passing in and out of the villa, but it can't just be a new trade deal that's generating such commotion in the household. I fear they're planning something personal. Something big. Me? Oh yes, surprisingly well still. Skyavola is treating me like a queen. No doubt they're trying to turn me against my family. Skyavola left a number of strange shipping manifests in the library. They are sending a lot of ships to Egypt. I have no idea why, but I may be able to retrieve the documents for you. I'll wait on your decision then. Wale, sister. Oh, these are beautiful. Are they from Sicilia? I'll take a half dozen.
How is Baiai? I heard you returned recently.
It was not what I expected. I made the mistake of renting.
I made a promise to Jupiter and Juno when I left, and they saw me through the journey safely. Very good.
Then you would better give them what they're on.
It's been a long time.
I will place the altar in the wall facing the street.
I'm afraid I need to cut our reunion party a bit short. I've received a message from the proconsul. He says you'll need me very soon.
If I know Dominus Lucullus, he would have sent a rider for you with all the instructions. A reasonable precaution. We may soon need their assistance. You should go ahead. I get the feeling time is of the essence.
They paid 1,000 denarii for him.
But you told me he wasn't very good at his work.
He's being trained as an actor now. Apparently he is quite good at that.
Salve, Legate. What brings you to the Senate today? That's never a good sign. Me? Hopefully not. That would be awkward, considering what I usually do. I tend to get people out of trouble, Legate. Providing the trouble is legal in nature, before you ask. The Senate doesn't have a session today, but I have to talk to my clientes regularly. That is why you can usually find me here. Of course you may, as long as you're willing to give it back when you're done. My duty to the people of Rome. In other words, politics. I am known for defending people's rights, too, when they need it. That saddens me. but it does not surprise me. Our virtues are in steady decline. Many people enter the world of politics for personal gain, for the status it brings, all the money. We must work for the good of our society. It is the will of the gods, and therefore our duty. Indeed. It is implied. Why else would they give us reason? Reason is what men and gods have in common. It is what separates us from beasts. That reason must be used for the betterment of mankind. They may, but most of the time they can't. Proper discussion of a case requires skill in rhetorics. Few people are articulate enough to be able to express their problems properly. Doesn't a man who can't defend his own life still deserve to live? Or do you think we should test everyone in the arena? A flawed logic, as you can see. Our laws are by necessity not specific. That is how they apply the same way to all similar situations. There's an underlying principle for our legal system, an intention guiding each regulation. Yet every event is unique. Therefore, every case is one of a kind. Without a firm grasp of that underlying logic, laws cannot successfully be applied to specific situations. We certainly should not. That would defeat the purpose of having laws in the first place. Laws should precede events, and not vice versa. Prior to the writing of Lex Duodecum Tabularum, our rights were determined by the likes of Tarquinius Superbus. Now they are written down for all to know. It is not that easy, of course. Laws and situations evolve. But at least the rights of our people are not subject to the whims of a madman. True, but not during a trial. A right cannot be taken away after being violated. That would defeat the purpose of declaring rights. Is there anything else you wish to discuss? Neither the Senate nor the consuls rule Rome. Senators and consuls are supposed to be subservient to the people. No one but the citizens can know what's best for them. Public servants fulfill their needs and wishes. Senators should represent the people, not rule them. In time, a servus can achieve the privilege of citizenship. But politicians should speak for the servi too. Their rights should also be protected. What makes you say that? I'm actually quite fond of his company. He is more strict about the definition of morals. For him, consequences matter less than method. We broadly believe in the same ideals, though. A fair question. What do you think? Does a person's wealth change the truth? It most certainly is, even though we do not have the faculties to completely grasp it. I defend people because I simply like the art of rhetorics. Furthermore, my defense tests the system. If I can defend a guilty man successfully, that means the system is flawed. A flawed system cannot be just. Simply put, reason. We've been granted reason by the gods. I like the art of rhetorics because it helps me apply reason, not because it gets me drunk or anything like that. An Epicurean would enjoy that in his misguided worldview. They believe life is all about pleasure. Perhaps. Your argument makes sense, but I still think you're giving them too much credit. Your understanding of the art is probably better than you think. Suppose there is a chest. Inside the chest is something you desire, but the chest is locked. Now, I believe you're the kind of person who would simply break that lock. Direct and intimidating. But let us suppose you can't do that. What other solution will you try next? Very good. A lock can be picked. Finesse and subtle manipulation is as important in rhetorics as in lockpicking. It is tempting to rely on facts and logic when you believe they support your argument. But in the end, Everyone believes the facts are on their side. The way to change a man's heart is to stir his emotions. Weave a tale of woe. Paint your audience a vivid picture. Make them feel that you are right. If nothing else, Pathos will keep spectators from being bored, and if you can hold a crowd's attention, you have already won. I have enjoyed this discussion, and I hope you have benefited from it. If you'll excuse me now, I have to talk to a client. Wale.
It arrived just after noon. The rider insists on giving the message to you. It appears this man was instructed to meet you here as well.
Solway, what's going on? Keeping an eye on you is a task that carries its own reward.
The message, please.
You must leave everything and come to Nazamones immediately. We're in grave danger. And I'm afraid in this case, we refers to both our family and Rome itself. It seems we have underestimated Vitellius Loco. Although the little brother wields no political power of significance, he is the de facto leader of his family. An ambitious man who isn't reckless makes an enemy to be reckoned with. His friendly demeanor masks a molten core of vengeful desire. He still remembers how we dismantled their illegal operations in Asia. And I'm afraid he wants our lives in return. I have reason to believe Lurko is planning something big. My speculatores say he's preparing to remove me from my position in Nazamones by force and make it look like a local uprising. If he succeeds, Rome is likely to lose control of the entire territory, giving Lurko the perfect excuse to challenge the current consuls. We cannot allow him to go ahead with this plan. I need your help. Reconstitute Legio Victrix. I know they are still loyal to you. Then sail for Nazamones immediately. A battle-ready army will be the last thing Lurko would expect. Do not despair. Know that the sun is brightest following the darkest day. See this as an opportunity. If we can turn the tables on Lurko, we can at last expose him for the crook he is. I await your arrival anxiously. Your Patronus, and your dear friend, Lucius Licinius Lucullus.
I could not find Caeso, but I've brought Bestia.
Do not worry. I'm here, Cinerus.
You're looking good, Bestia. You have recovered from our last fight?
The injuries were not a problem, but I still owe the arena master for all the damages we caused.
It was not settled.
They begged us to stop before we leveled the whole place.
We should leave as soon as possible, but I don't think I'll be able to leave Rome so easily.
Is this about a woman again?
In a way it is. Do you remember that seller who approached us at Marcellus Vipsanius's? Well, it turns out she was telling the truth, at least partly. She has given birth to a baby girl. Thanks, I guess. Apparently she tried to escape from Wipsenius, who incidentally is her dominus. The problem is, they're blaming me for it. Of course I didn't. If I ever decide to help another man's Sewa escape, I will most certainly succeed. She claims to be the mother of my child. Perhaps she is, or perhaps she just knows Wipsenius and his people are naive enough to believe her. Marcellius Wipsenius has a reputation for mistreating his Seruae.
This may take a few days, but I'm sure we can prove these allegations have no merit.
Thank you, Nagate. I will now take care of our preparations. We leave as soon as possible.
Be careful, child.
Do not worry, Domina. I will make sure we return home safe and sound.
Salvete, travelers. Welcome to the villa of Lucullus of Africa Proconsularis. State your identity and intentions.
Exhaustion must have gotten the better of this otherwise fine legionarius, or else he would have never mistaken us for ordinary travelers. Surely now that the feat of recognition is achieved, he will kindly escort us inside. Am I wrong, young man?
I can't do that. The proconsul lets strict orders. I'll inform him, if you can wait here.
Legate, a word. I don't think he recognized you. Smart people can be really good at acting dumb. I'm not sure. Something else is going on here. Little things. His armor is a bit too small for his body. He never called you by name. And did you notice how he failed to pronounce the proconsul's full name?
It is said he who possesses a deceptive heart sees only deception in other people's hearts. And it is known that women are deceptive by nature. I don't really think of you as a woman.
I think you should stop talking before you dig yourself a deeper grave.
Well, to err on the side of caution is wise.
Finally, some truth in the old man's words. We should kill them all.
Oh, well, that is not exactly what I was going to propose. In fact, it's quite the opposite of
Killing everyone is the most cautious option.
Are you sure you know the meaning of that word? So what if he's rude and his behavior is not proper? Obviously, he's not Roman.
Not really. If we will fight, I am ready.
If you wish. I don't think it's necessary, though.
I apologize for the delay. There have been some security-related problems recently. We had to take precautions. There was an attempt on his life recently. Nothing we can't handle, of course. Still, we're instructed to take all sorts of precautions. Relinquish your weapons here, please. No one's...
Are you not glad that you heeded my advice?
Unfortunately, only 2 escorts are allowed beyond this point. Do not worry. I will take care of your friends while you're gone. Now!
glad you're on our side.
You should be.
Impressive.
At least you are giving me a bit of challenge.
Aid me now, please! Does this hurt? Good, that means you're fine.
Just one more!
I have small problem here.
What in the name of Jupiter is going on here?
Egyptians, Domini. They came out of nowhere. All dead. They slaughtered the guards and locked most of the Surwey into the cellar. All I know is that they were in a great hurry. It seemed like they knew you were on your way.
I'm not surprised. This was an assassination attempt, and a very sloppy one at that.
Praise Fortuna. Take the key.
Lucullus! By the gods!
I'm sorry, Domina.
I'm not tired. I'm just angry. Very angry. worry. I am focused as well. I think these are two separate questions. It is clear these killers were Egyptian. They took no care to obscure their identities. Their weapons are just lying around, and the murder weapon is clearly Egyptian. Honestly, the only thing that's missing here is a graffito saying Egyptians killed Lucullus. These people were in a great hurry. My guess is they quickly dispatched anyone who posed a threat, then got ready for our arrival. They had no reason to waste time killing the Serwi. Too much risk for no gain at all. I will be. Eventually.
Domina? It is rare that I feel the need to mourn someone. Dominus Lucullus was always kind to me. And that is equally rare. I will do what I can to help. It looks like he was stabbed multiple times. The murderer was probably behind him. There are no other bruises, which leads me to think he did not resist his attacker. Perhaps. Dominus was killed with a small stabbing dagger. Judging from the wounds, I can tell the particular shape the blade had. Such blades are rare in Rome, but quite common in Africa, especially Egypt. It doesn't make any sense, though. Why would the Egyptians do this? It would be an act of war. It has been some time since we had a good war.
Nagate. He was the most exceptional mentor and the best friend I've ever known. They killed him, and I couldn't do anything about it. You know, I am complicit in this crime. We lost valuable time trying to solve my problem with that Selwa. As long as I am alive, he will never truly be avenged, I fear. Vitellius Lurco, of course. That Filius Canis. I will strangle him with my own hands. He deserves nothing less. This all happened because of me. I delayed our journey. I will redeem myself by avenging him. That's the least I can do now.
I hope I will be allowed to serve the next proconsul. Ha! I disagree. A strong foe attacks head-on. A weak foe strikes from the shadows. Rejoice, Legate, for our enemy just announced how weak they are. We shall crush them with ease. Our course is clear. We know it's the Egyptians, right? Now, the first thing we need to do is start killing Egyptians. Eventually, we will get the murderer. Most likely before all Egyptians are dead. See? It's cautious and wise, just like Cineros said. Nonsense. I never misunderstand. I hope so.
I am sorry. He meant so much to you. How do you feel? It is too much to go through once. Even for one as strong as you. We will make war again, I guess. You are back in your element, it seems.
Domina. They were dressed like Roman legionnarii. We had no reason to suspect them. Not at all. The Legion has people from all over the world. It really happened too fast. All of a sudden the legionaries started stabbing each other. We didn't know what to do. By the time I realised what was happening, it was already too late. But I'm not. The keys? Also we have the keys. I swear, I'm not working for them. I don't know why they kept me outside. Thank you, Domina.
Legate, a rider arrived. She wants to talk to Proconsul Lucius Licinius Lucullus. She says his life might be in danger.
Tell her she's a bit late.
Now that is an interesting development.
Be careful around these Berbers. You cannot trust the barbarians.
The merchant said he requires the proconsul's personal signature. Otherwise he cannot make the delivery.
Ah, may Zeus curse all bureaucrats. I'll go talk to him.
You are not the proconsul from Rome. I was instructed to speak only to him. It is a matter of life and death. What does that mean? Explain yourself, Roman.
It means you're too late.
I see. That is unfortunate. I am called Lunia the Golden Wolf, of the land of Nazamones, sent by Her Majesty Cleopatra Philopatora Thea Philopatora, daughter of Ptolemy Euletes Nios Dionysios Philopato Philadelphos. The Queen intended to warn the proconsul against the possibility of an assassination, but it seems I was in need of a faster horse. He likes to play the flute. It does indeed. Its significance is of little importance. Before it turned white, my hair was the color of wheat.
Oh, that's very unusual around here.
And therefore worthy of a byname. That's not for me to answer. Better if you ask her in person. Unfortunately, that will not be possible. Cleopatra doesn't exactly see eye to eye with her brother. The pharaoh, Ptolemy Theos Philopator, has exiled her from Egypt. She's been taken by caravan through the desert, to a distant palace where she will be imprisoned. She offers to reveal the identity of the murderer to you, if you will free her. Yes, the pharaoh is her husband and her brother. That would be unwise. Mostly because I don't know the answers to your questions. As I said, I am a messenger in this case. Do what you need to do, but know that she is not my mistress.
Thank you for saving us, Domina.